Hello, this is Cityscape, a regular vodcast featuring people, place, and ideas that impact Livonia. I'm Dan West with the Livonia Chamber of Commerce. Many Livonians have been wondering what's going on at this site here along Newburgh Road. Today we will share the details about the construction on this school district site. Livonia Public Schools are tearing down the former Dickinson Middle School, which was originally constructed in the late 1960s, to make way for a new 72,000 square foot structure for the district's new Early Childhood Center. The new building on a 38-acre site near Laurel Park Place will feature an all-inclusive state-of-the-art facility with 28 rooms to house childcare and preschool programs, plus special education offerings for preschool-aged children. This $28 million project is being funded by bond issue revenue approved by voters in May of 2021, and it will be the district's first newer constructed building in 5 decades. And to give us more details on this project, we're joined by Livonia Public School Superintendent Andrea Oquist. Andrea, thank you for joining us today.
Dan, it's great to be here with you.
What inspired such an investment in early childhood programming with the project here?
Well, this really has been a dream of ours for some time. We were really looking at what is the next iteration of Livonia Public Schools? What do we want to be able to offer families and most importantly our students? And we know that the foundation of an early childhood is essential. So one of the things we're able to do with this beautiful new facility that we're building is to really focus on the needs of our youngest learners. And it has been specially designed with them in mind.
How many staff and children will be able to be served in this building?
We'll service over the course of a week about 700 to 800 students. We'll have about 50 staff members here. We'll be housing our preschool programs, childcare, our special education preschool programs, and our GSRP.
Now this building will make new ways for preschool programming. Talk about how the future of preschool and early childhood is going to be different from like what our children encountered when they were in preschool.
Absolutely. So one of the things that we've really focused on with the design of this is to have a bit of a family home feel to the facility itself. So when families come in, there's an actual mudroom area as there might be in their home. They'll come in, they can come in with their family and unload their things and go into the classroom. And then we also have areas that are called family rooms. So between every different section of the school, there will be a family room area where classes can gather together for a story time, for an activity, for an assembly. And so those opportunities for our kids to build that sense of community within the school is so important. We'll have an area for a demonstration kitchen. So our kiddos can dig in and get their hands in the dough, so to speak. We'll have a library area and a science exploration. It really is about the young learner and really engaging all of their senses in the world around them.
So there's a lot of life skill introduction that you're giving to them. It's more than just babysitting per se.
Absolutely. So even within our child care component, there is always a preschool learning component from our youngest learners. And so at each level, whether they're in child care or preschool, they are getting that learning component, but also that opportunity to build relationships, to learn how to navigate the world and the people around them.
Now, your current preschool programming in early childhood is at the Jackson Center, which is on Linden near Merriman. What will happen with that site once your early childhood programs moved into the new building here?
It's a great question, and certainly Jackson Center will remain with the Livonia Public Schools, and we have really brainstormed a wide variety of possible uses. We're going to be sharing that with the Board of Education this summer and really exploring with them whether we want to continue to use that as an early childhood space or other opportunities for learning, but that school will remain in use within Livonia Public Schools.
So it's still open-ended right now, what's going to happen with Jackson Center at this point?
Yes, we'll bring some ideas to the board this summer and then begin to formulate that over the course of the fall.
Now, when's the projected opening of this new building?
We are going to open in August of 2024.
So we got about 16 months to get this bad boy done.
We do, and they're making great progress on the site. As you know, this has not been in use as a school for over 40 years. And so we are thrilled for the community around this area, as well as the Livonia community as a whole, to be able to have this beautiful state-of-the-art facility that will really be joyful and welcoming for our young learners.
Now, the last several years, Livonia has been an attraction for millennial home buyers with young families, young kids, which obviously that's an attraction for them. But how else do you envision this being an attraction for the community as a whole?
Absolutely. So one of the things, as I talked about, really thinking about envisioning who Livonia Public Schools will be for the next several decades, we really wanted to think of the bookends of a child's career. So from the time that they begin with us in early childhood, all the way through opportunities at the Livonia Career Technical Center, which is currently under renovation, the new robotics facility, we really wanted to be able to offer at every point in a child's journey a really engaging, state-of-the-art place for them to come in and learn and grow. And so this facility is something that we believe will be an attraction for young families and for families within the community. And we know that there'll be a lot of joyful faces here come August of '24.
When you look at the last decade, LPS put like $400 million into all their buildings and all that stuff. And it sounds like there was a strategy of connecting, you talk about preschool to the other levels up to high school and career learning. Talk about that journey of coming up with the strategy of the whole K-12 pre-K and then 12 experience.
Absolutely. So our community has been unbelievably supportive, as you know. We had our 2013 bond followed by the 2021 bond, and those have really been very carefully thought out from the beginning. And we really focused in the first bond series on renovating and bringing up to date our 50 to 60-year-old schools. They really were in their original state. And so we really started with every classroom from top to bottom. We came around this time and started thinking about, again, innovation, inspiration for learning. And that's where we really started to focus on our media centers, on our career technical center, on building this early childhood learning space for our students. We really wanted to think about imagining who we want to be and what we want to be for our children, because we know as the world around them changes, and the idea of ingenuity and innovation and collaboration are all things that employers are looking for. So we want to start that at an early age and have facilities that match those opportunities.
Well, Andrea, this is an exciting project.
It is.
Thank you for spending some time with us today and sharing it. And good luck to you and the rest of the LPS team in putting this together.
Thank you. Great to see you, Dan.
Okay, great seeing you.
Thank you.
And that's all the time we have for this edition of Cityscape. We thank you for taking some time to join us today, and we'll see you again next time.